there is definitely like this naivety that could be so fantastic once you don't recognize it. you know? And I mean, for me, like, I remember as a kid um, drawing with my older siblings. I'm the youngest of three. And definitely, like, my brother and sister got me into art for sure, like, at an early age. Like, we would be watching whatever anime or cartoons were on TV. And back then it was VHS tapes. And we would record it on VHS and play it back and pause it and like draw these characters or whatever it was on TV. Uh, so like from an early age, it wasn't just like consuming media for entertainment alone, but also like without even knowing it, like informing aesthetic sensibilities and like observing with a purpose to recreate or like manipulate or that sort of thing. Um, and so like my early art in high school and stuff was very much inspired by like anime and just like fantasy in general. Like the imagination was always something that was exercised as as a child, as a young artist, as a young person interested in art. Um, I would say like my imagination was something that I valued the most. Whether or not like I thought someone's art looked better than mine. We have these kind of ideas growing up as like, oh, this was better than that kind of thing. Um,
Was this conscious to you at the time that you valued imagination more than
Absolutely not.
practice?
No, no, no. This is like 31-year-old Brian, like looking back and like, oh right, yeah, I that's what I latched onto, like my concepts and the way I could process my thoughts and feelings and stuff through this visual channel. And to this day, I think that like that's the to this day I think the underlying current through my art is how do I take this feeling, this emotion, and visualize that. Added to that, how does it look in the human body? How does it look as the human body or as an expression? Um, or as shapes and colors and just a composition of aesthetic sensibilities and whatnot. But yes, just in the sense that I'm a figurative painter. I love working with people and the human body and the language that we can wield with that. But back to the question about like innocence and the role it plays. Like for a young artist especially, which I guess relatively speaking I still am. um, it's the innocence that you have as a young artist allows you to explore more. You know, the moment you put rules and goals and stuff in place, things shift. Good or bad, but it, it, there's definitely like a difference. You know, coming into my late 20s, early 30s, actually mid 20s into my early 30s, I made that switch from watercolors into oil paintings because wanted to convey I wanted to convey new life experiences, new depths of my being and emotions and um, that. that I thought that what I was doing before, whether it was through watercolors or whether it was just actually what it was, um, didn't have the maturity that I was feeling in myself, and I feel like I'm just like chipping away and getting closer to that sense of like getting closer to a sense of comfortability knowing that what I'm painting looks like what I feel, you know?